Alright, let's go.
Aloha everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Kainoa and I currently live in LA. And I just wanted to start this YouTube channel and just kind of start vlogging. I've been really wanting to vlog for such a long time now, and I've just been holding myself back because I'm kind of like a perfectionist in a way of like, if I don't feel like the end product is going to be perfect, it's hard for me to get started because I have such anxiety about it, and I'm trying to get myself over that, because if you allow perfection to hold you back from starting anything, there's no product to make perfect. And so here I am, a little bit about myself. I currently live in Los Angeles, California, and I am making a big move to Seattle. I am so excited for this move because I've been wanting to move to Seattle for so long, and I've said it so many times. I've looked at apartments over the years, looked at jobs, applied to jobs, but never did it. I don't know what really held me back, but ever since I decided in the beginning of this year that I was going to be moving to Seattle at the end of my lease, I really just started seeing signs everywhere. Like, California's weather has been cloudy and rainy for periods of time over the last couple of months, and people have been talking about Seattle a lot more in conversations that I'm having, and it's been so crazy. Like, I started hearing all these signs. It was like the universe just kind of telling me that this is the right move, this is the time, and I'm ready for my new adventure out there, because I honestly believe that living in Seattle is where I'm gonna lay down roots. I love Seattle because I'm originally from Hawaii, and I grew up in Vegas, so I've had kind of like the best of both worlds, living out with beautiful lush greenery and oceans and stuff like that, and also living the fast life in the city, and also now living in LA. It's boom, 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 we're going. And I'm so drawn to Seattle because it both has both the city aspect and the like outdoors aspect, because I do love to go on hikes. I love to be outdoors, and I'm so excited to be able to do all of that stuff. I know there's some places here in LA, and a lot of people in LA will say, well, you can do a lot of that here, but for me, LA has not really been my scene. To put it frank, like, it's the people a lot of the time are not my vibe. Because it's such a entertainment industry focused city, there's so many people that I've met that once I wasn't any use to them, was pushed to the side or taken advantage of, and that's just not my vibe. I genuinely, when I make connections with people, I enjoy the connection. I try to foster the connection with those people, and I'm honestly so excited to move to Seattle. I know that there's so many things that all the things that you read, the Seattle freeze and all of that, but honestly, my whole life, people have always told me I'm a social butterfly, I have a lot of charisma, and everyone's been asking me lately, like, if I'm sure if I want to move to Seattle because it's of the Seattle freeze, or because it's always gloomy or raining and stuff like that. And honestly, I tell them, yeah, that's actually kind of what I'm excited for, is the cooler weather and the rain and stuff like that. That's honestly like when I'm happiest. Don't get me wrong, I love the sun, I love to go outside, but I also don't enjoy sweating and having it like be hot. Because it's easier to put on layers when it's cold than to take off layers, because you can't take off all the layers all the time. And I don't know, I'm just like so excited. I really just want to, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, but yeah, if you guys are in Seattle or have been to Seattle, I'm definitely looking for different spots to hang out at, or I definitely will have to acclimate myself to the city, and I'm excited to do that. I've been applying to jobs, and been doing interview processes over the phone through Zoom, and they have been going great. So let's hope for a really good position where I can live the way that I want to. Honestly, like, I do have like an expectation of the way that I want to live, and I don't feel like I should bring that down. I just should work harder to make it more feasible for myself. And so I really am looking to use all of my skills that I have. I've worked in management in food and beverage for a while. Since I was 18, my first job as a manager was at Starbucks. I became a shift lead and quickly moved up to assistant manager, and it's just always been something that's easy. I've served, I've bartended, and things like that. This is feeling really job interviewy, but I've been applying to jobs. I had a couple interviews for general manager positions in Seattle for different restaurants and food and beverage type things. I used to be a flight attendant for American Airlines, and I actually was hired for Delta in 2020, but we all know what happened. Yeah, so I wasn't able to continue with that because I ended up having to live my life in the pandemic. And so I hope that I can go and put in my application again for Delta and hopefully become a flight attendant again and be based in Seattle because they have a Seattle base. I'm just so excited for this whole thing. I have been talking to apartments and stuff like that, setting up tours. I'm heading to Seattle next month for a bit to do all like interviews and stuff. And I'm just really excited. It's a big change in my life. So let me put it this way. I've moved a lot. I have lived in a bunch of different cities. I was born in Hawaii. I grew up in Las Vegas till I was in college. Then I moved back to Hawaii. Then I moved to LA the first time. Then I moved to Miami, back to LA, back to Hawaii. Now I'm back in LA. And honestly, the big difference between any of my other moves and this one that I'm making to Seattle is I am planning. I usually don't plan. I honestly have been the person that will go out on a whim. I'm very spontaneous like that. And I put in the work and make it work for me. But what that becomes is a stressful situation of me trying to bang everything out as soon as I get there because I decided to move in 5 days. And so this time I've been planning since the beginning of the year, saving my money, and now really putting in the work to find a good job and a good apartment that I want to live in, and get myself started and start setting my roots into Seattle. And yeah, I feel good, honestly. I really do feel good about this decision, and I'm so excited for what's to come. But yeah, so I'm gonna be starting this vlog, kind of like a video diary of my life, and maybe just take you on all the adventures of me here still in LA, and also like me moving, my whole moving process, because I know that a lot of people, especially myself, like I have been watching so many people's vlogs, but I've been watching like moving vlogs, and like I'm at that age now where like it's kind of like you have to do a lot more. You have to put a lot more work in because I'm an adult. I'm 28 years old now, and I really need to set myself up for success. And so I'm gonna record the whole moving process because honestly, it's tough. It is tough, and I want to be as transparent as possible because whenever I watch a vlogger and they're transparent about their life and you really get to know them in a sense, I mean, as best as you can through video, but when they're transparent, that's the people I like to watch the most because it's even more entertaining because you get to know them a little more and you see the ups and downs. So you're really rooting for the person. And I feel like if I am able to share with you this moving experience, you guys will see the ins and outs of making a big move. Yeah, and then I'll just start vlogging in Seattle, like my daily adventures, and I'm moving there in the summer, so summer in Seattle, it's the best time. And yeah, I'm just so excited. And I want to make this something that I do all the time. I want to post videos consistently and really just make it something that is just part of my day-to-day, because I feel like sometimes I have a lot to say, and you know, my sister and my mom don't always want to answer the phone. Just kidding, they always answer the phone. But I just speaking things out, you know, sometimes just helps. I want to, you know, hold down a career that's really cool, and especially once I become a flight attendant again. I say when, because it will happen. Especially when I become a flight attendant again, I think it would be cool to take you out on all of my trips and things like that, you know? When I was a flight attendant before, I really wanted to do it. Actually, if you kind of look back at this channel, my very first video is there from when I was in the application process of being a flight attendant. And let me tell you, I thought I was gonna, you know, be full in, but really I wasn't at that point. I couldn't put all this energy into it. But now I feel like I really want to start vlogging, and I'm gonna make it a thing, you know? And so hopefully I can come up with content that's fun and engaging, and you know, I show you the real life, honestly, because it's not always fun and engaging. Let me tell you, it's like, so, you know, sometimes we go through our low points, and nobody ever sees that because we all put on this facade for the world to see, and we all been there. We just don't talk to each other about it, which makes it even more difficult. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video so far, and hopefully there's more to come. See you guys next time.